because I love her too much. That's why I let her be my world, and I let myself be obsessed with the idea of me and her against the world. And I never expected that to happen. And I realized loving someone too much could only cause nothing but pain if the relationship wouldn't work out. Yes, she left me because she's still in love with her ex, and I thought that I was only a rebound, that she only used me to move on. It feels like I was neglected by the world, and it felt like I was in the pit of despair. Kasi siyempre, mahal mo, tapos parang hindi mo nakikita na darating yung araw na maghihiwalay din kayo. Tapos, nag-invest ka ng time tsaka love, kaya mahirap talaga mag-let go.
So yeah, my opinion about the story entitled The Damask is it is a good story, although it's a painful story because of what Gardeners did. But yeah, I can't blame him anyway because he hurt so much to the point that he risks his own life because of what he feels. I mean, for me, it's a death and desire. Desire because in order for him to marry the princess, he did everything, even the impossible thing, and that's leading to death. So from the story, I learned not to push yourself to the things that are not meant for you. Instead, learn the art of waiting. And that's all.
The story Damask Drum talks a lot more about deception and obsession that leads to the characters to a tragedy in which the old gardener took his own life by drowning himself in pan and become an angry ghost that wants to take a revenge to the person who fooled him, which is the princess. I learned that before we do something, we should first think about the consequences that we have to face for us not to repent in the end. As the saying goes, do not do unto others what you don't want others do unto you. Just like karma, what goes around comes around. To apply this into our daily life, we simply have to be humble to everyone and always staying down to earth. If I'm in the same situation of the old gardener, I'm not going to take my own life like he did to himself. Instead, I'll keep moving forward and move on, and just accept the fact that in life, not all we love us back.
These are my opinions to the story which entitled The Damask Drum. The gardener get easily attached to the princess where he just met in the lake for a short time. There was a time that the princess said to the gardener when she hears the beat of drum, she desperately in love with him. He believes those words to be true and honest. The gardener starting to beat the drum and continuing beating for days, but somehow it does not sound. However, the gardener gives her a chance to control his life. The story teaches that sometimes people are really good at taking, and if you let them take all you got, you won't have anything. I've never encountered this kind of story. The lesson of the story is to don't fall in love into a blame game, because it brings with a spectrum of feelings where our emotions go from grief to relief, sadness to joy, and anger to excitement. Always remember that if you don't love yourself, you'll always be chasing after people who don't love you either.
When you ignore the person who loves you, you will hurt him or her. Be tolerant even if you don't love this person. Just let him or her love you, instead of playing with her feelings. Obsession of gardener to the princess leads to ending his life. It's okay to love and be attracted to someone, but learn to control your feelings. Love yourself first before you love someone else, so that when this situation comes, you will be able to stand and move forward. You have to keep moving in order to overcome your hurt. Sometimes pain transforms you into a better and stronger person. I learned in this story that do not give your 100% love to someone who doesn't appreciate it. There are so many reasons to live your life and be happy. Like the saying goes, love is an endless line of the happiness and pain. If you feel
I learned that loving too much will cause you selflessness because you wouldn't care if you will do anything bad, or you might harm other people just to give that person what it wants. You'll also forget how to love yourself because you are willing to give anything to that person you love. And if I am princess, I will tell the gardener that I can't love him back because I don't want to hurt someone else's feelings. I won't give him false hopes because to be loved or idolized by someone will not make me more beautiful if I turn him down. And if I am the gardener, I will do the things she told me. And if I think that it is too much, I won't do it, and I'll ask her if I do have a chance to be with her or to be loved by her. If I am given the same life situation, I will try to love the person, and if I know that I can't love him back, I will tell him and make him understand my feelings. And if I am the gardener, I learned that loving too much will cause you selflessness because you wouldn't care if you will do anything bad, or you might harm other people just to give that person what it wants. You'll also forget how to love yourself because you are willing to give anything to that person you love. And if I am princess, I will tell the gardener that I can't love him back because I don't want to hurt someone else's feelings. I won't give him false hopes because to be loved or idolized by someone will not make me more beautiful if I turn him down. And if I am the gardener, I will do the things she told me, and if I think that it is too much, I won't do it, and I'll ask her if I do have a chance to be with her or to be loved by her.
Of the love the gardener has for her. So after the gardener died, he took revenge on the princess. I can somehow relate to the story in which the gardener's obsession towards the princess made him full of himself, in a way that I myself become obsessed with someone whom took me for granted. But unlike the character of the gardener, that experience enlightened me to see my value as a person, and this does not make me hate love nor relationships. But it taught me to value self-love, which I have found in with myself alone. For me, this also means that you should not rely your happiness on other people and depend on them all the time, because people can always treat you in ways they wanted, and knowing that at the end of the day, all you've got is yourself. Do not expect anyone to be gentle with you, because even that ones that held you at the beginning will sooner or later leave you.
Moral lesson that I get from the Damask drum: when love requires a principle of give and take, when we love a person so much, sometimes we don't feel that we need to get something from her in exchange. A bit of a smile is enough, but one of the benefits of give and take principle is to make your love last. True love can always be done in a process of time. You just recently saw her without giving the fuck that you don't know her enough. That might take the risk. People with the wrong intent do something, take advantage of that. Love will always be the best motivation of all. You can do anything for the sake of it, but once the love abuse, fate will always not on your side. It's like you've been cursed by someone that is not in the world. To love without receiving anything, it's like sailing on a boat with one paddle on one side. It will just turn you around without moving forward.
The story is about the obsession of an old gardener to a princess, which is making him full of him. So in this case, if I was the old gardener, I should accept the fact that the princess doesn't like me anymore, or never liked me, and just let it go, just leave it there. So
I learned also that I should not be too obsessed to someone. Most likely, if it's too obvious, the one that I like is just taking me for granted.